Hi everyone, thanks for joining. We're going to be journaling from a book called Let Your Life Speak by Parker Palmer. This is a great little book. I think it's like 100 pages or so. And it's about listening for the voice of vocation. And he talks a lot about courage. And so the excerpt I'm going to read is: It is a strange gift, this birthright of self. Accepting it turns out to be even more demanding than attempting to become someone else. I have sometimes responded to that demand by ignoring the gift, of hiding it, or fleeing from it, or squandering it, and I think I am not alone. There is a Hasidic tale that reveals with amazing brevity both the universal tendency to want to be someone else and the ultimate importance of becoming oneself. Rabbi Zusha, when he was an old man, said, "In the coming world, they will not ask me, 'Why were you not Moses?' They will ask me, 'Why were you not Zusha?'" I love that. The first time I read this, I was like, geez, that is powerful. And it really hits home how much, you know what, we have to journal for 5 minutes. So I'll talk about what I think after. So for 5 minutes, we can kind of respond to that question of, in the coming world or, the end of your life, if you were asked, why were you not more like yourself? How would you think? How would you respond? So set a timer, 5 minutes, and I'll see you after. Okay, 5 minutes. It's done. This was good. Just really about fulfilling expectations for me, and external expectations, of course. When I think of the quote, "Why were you not Moses?" which they won't ask me, I think it's good to replace Moses with, "Why were you not more creative? Why were you not more disciplined? Why were you not more perfect?" They won't ask me that. What they will ask me is, "Why were you not Emily?" And even just asking that right now, it just like strips away all that other stuff, and it shows so like targeted how much I think about others before doing anything. And of course, it's necessary a lot of times. You know, if I'm doing something for work, I have to think about what my boss will think. When I'm making plans with people, I have to work around what a friend likes or dislikes. But the necessity becomes a compulsion when that negative voice is driving it. Like, well, I don't look good in makeup, so I need to wear it. Or, you know, I mess up on this thing. I know people are going to call me out for it. And if they're not going to call me out, and if they're just being nice, they're definitely talking behind my back. And just, it's amazing, this loop of, I did something, what do they think? How does that reflect poorly on me? Just this constant thing, thinking that that will help us become more like a perfect version of ourselves, when really in the coming world, as the quote says, or at the end of our life, they're not going to be asking, "Why were you not more all of those things?" They're going to be asking, "Why weren't you more like Emily?" And it's just good to remind myself, oh yeah, I first need to ask myself, you know, how I feel about that, or, you know, what do I think? What do I want to do? And then second, you know, get everyone else's opinion, if even necessary. And so it's also, I didn't really journal about this, but it's also just about accepting who I am right now. And yeah, we might be dealing with expectations and, you know, some self-imposed, some from others. But the whole point, I think, is when we get to the end of life, we just want to be able to accept ourselves, you know? So yeah, I think about this quote a lot, actually, and I hope you all got some value from it. Comment below what your thoughts were while journaling, and I'll see you next time.